Verna McClain was born at home on November 17, 1918, in Catfish, Pennsylvania. But she never had a birth certificate. Her family struggled financially. Her father was a coal miner who moved the family around, and by 6 years old, Verna had lived in 7 different places. Verna's father died before she was 10, and he left behind a 27-year-old widow to raise 4 small children. Verna found refuge at school, walking 4 miles a day to and from a one-room country schoolhouse with a pot-belly stove. She earned good grades and made the honor roll most years. Verna was 17 and thriving when her mother became very ill, so Verna dropped out of school to support her family. She worked overnights full-time and earned 35 cents an hour, which still wasn't enough. Ever the survivor and entrepreneur, Verna opened her own laundry, ironing, and house cleaning business. These experiences gave Verna an appreciation for the education she'd missed out on, the hard work that got her through, and the importance of home. Later in life, Verna married Frank McClain. Frank and Verna moved to South Phoenix from Ohio in 1969, hoping that the dry, warm climate would help Frank, who was in poor health. They managed the Mountain Vista apartment complex on Rozier Road together for a few years until Frank passed away. Even though she had lost her husband, Verna was never lonely. She made South Phoenix her home, joining and forming several organizations and launching events that became local traditions. Among her favorites were the Pioneer Pancake Breakfast, the Pioneer Luncheon, the South Mountain Festival Parade, and Ms. South Phoenix, traditions that started as early as 1974 and continued for decades. Verna loved South Phoenix, and she saw potential for the community that, at the time, was relatively rural and poor. Verna believed that all students in South Phoenix deserved a chance to go to college. But the closest campuses in the 1970s were Phoenix College and Arizona State University, both almost impossible to get to because the roads weren't what they are today. So Verna helped start a grassroots campaign to bring a college to South Phoenix. She spoke before city council, attended governing board meetings, and, even though she didn't drive, made it to the decisive board meeting in Casa Grande when South Mountain Community College was officially founded in 1979. And you better believe she was sitting in the front row when President Raul Cárdenas broke ground at South Mountain Community College on 24th Street and Vineyard Road. Verna lived proudly in South Phoenix until she died in 2017. That year, South Mountain Community College honored Verna's legacy and her service to the community with a scholarship in her name. Verna, who had to drop out of school at 17, never wanted other students to be forced out of school if they faced hardships like she did. So the Verna McClain Student Emergency Fund exists for students facing an extraordinary crisis like she did when her mother died. An unexpected bill, transportation problems, childcare issues, and food insecurity can dramatically hinder a student's ability to complete their career and educational goals. Verna McClain knew that intimately, and we know that too. The Verna McClain Student Emergency Fund is a bridge for students facing these emergencies. It helps them persevere and stay enrolled at SMCC. The fund provides students with up to $500 within only 48 hours. The help is there, and the help is immediate. Verna McClain never made a lot of money, but she made a major impact. Your contribution can do the same. Make a donation today by visiting www.southmountaincc.edu/BM-donate.